Hi again. My name's Cami. Welcome to day 5 of our little holiday grief support series. And today let's talk about self-care. With the holidays and this time of year, life tends to get really crazy busy for most of us. And especially when we are in grief, this can feel so overwhelming because, of course, grief compromises our ability to show up and function properly in the world because the stress of grief and the overwhelm of everything else going on tends to put us into that survival mode, which just makes things hard to do, makes life hard to show up for. So, especially when we are stressed out and deep in those moments of grief, we might find that self care is really hard to do because our capacity for life just plummets. But coming back to ourselves in our grief and really taking care of ourselves is crucial for navigating grief and loss. And especially with the holidays and everything going on, this is the foundation of you operating at your best with what you have available to you right now. So let's take a moment to reflect on this and see about how we might be able to improve your levels of self care just to make sure that you are showing up at your best with everything going on right now in your life with your grief and with the holidays. So, as you've noticed, as coaches, we like to rate things on a scale of 1 to 10 just to get a good awareness of where you're at with things. So, right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your self care? 1 being really crappy, really not doing much for myself, 10 being it's great, I wouldn't change a thing. So just go ahead and name that number to yourself. Maybe you write it down on a piece of paper just on a scale of 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your self-care? Biscuit is interested in this topic. So, as you are reflecting on the number that you've chosen for your self-care right now, why did you rate it the way that you did? Take a couple moments and just think about what are you doing for yourself right now as far as self-care goes? How do you feel about showing up for yourself and taking care of yourself right now through the holidays? What things are you already doing for yourself, or what things could you be doing to improve your self-care? So this week, if you were going to increase that number that you rated just by 1 point, you improved your self-care by 1 point. What could you do this week to help support that shift? So brainstorm a few simple daily activities that you might be able to do to take care of yourself. And in grief, this does not have to be anything crazy monumental, like take an hour to meditate or go run 5 miles. Maybe that's something that you used to do in the past, but right now, like I mentioned, your capacity for life is limited. So go easy on yourself. You might set your self care goals very small, and that is okay. These simple activities get really hard to do when we are in the midst of our grief and loss. So, self care for you right now might be taking an extra hour to sleep in if that's available to you. Maybe that would be nourishing. Maybe that's something that you could do to better take care of yourself is get more rest. What might that look like for you? Maybe taking a shower, just getting out of bed to take a shower or brush your teeth. These really simple foundational activities can really go a long way when it comes to showing up in the world and showing up for ourselves in our grief. So, brainstorm maybe 1, 2, or 3 things that you might be able to do, small things that are realistic and achievable that you could do to help shift that number on your scale of 1 to 10 up just 1 notch. And I encourage you to write this on a sticky note and put it on your mirror, put it in your bedroom, put it on your fridge, wherever you see this sticky note multiple times throughout the day. Just remind yourself that these foundational self care routines and rituals are going to be so important for you right now. And commit to them, commit to doing them, and celebrate your progress and honor yourself when you have achieved those little goals that you set for yourself. And, if you don't achieve your goals, then that's okay too. Have some grace and patience with yourself because life is overwhelming right now and you're doing your best. So, I would love to hear in the comments what you chose as your little self-care ritual for the next couple weeks leading up to the holidays here. What is one thing that you can do for yourself today or this week to help improve your self-care even by just a little bit? And of course, if you need more support with all of the things right now with your grief with the holidays. I am here to support you. And if you are interested in becoming a grief coach and supporting others in their grief journey, you can check the show notes below for information on how to reach out to me as a grief coach and how to explore more about our grief certification program starting up in January. So take good care of yourselves. This is a stressful time of year, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video.